Welcome back to the ZLR podcast, where women come to engage, empower, and elevate. I'm your host, Tino, and I'm joined today by my co host, Dr. Taffy. Today's conversation is powerful. We're diving into what truly means to be Haitian, the culture, the strength, and the identity and the resilience behind it. We're joined by an incredible woman who is representing her culture with pride and purpose. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Weberlin, or simply Weed.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored that I can join you today, guys.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much. We appreciate you giving us your time. So we're going to dive right in into your personal story and your identity as a Haitian woman as and just as Weed as a person. What does being a Haitian mean to you on a personal level?
I think everyone knows Haitian for being very much resilient. So this is
Uh-huh.
the first thing every time you someone asks me about what does being Asian means. This is the first thing that always pop on my mind. It's our resilience because we
Hmm.
are very strong people. We don't give up. I
Hmm.
think this is the if I could put it in one word, that would be it. We are very, very much resilient. So our
Hmm.
strength, our values, the way we got it together, families, communities
Yeah.
means a lot to us. So
Uh-huh.
this is what being Asian means. This is what I grew up with. Even if we are kind of losing on those some of those values today, but I still feel like for me it's the perfect thing, really. Like family, like community is just all over gathering. It's really it's I have no words really because it's everything. It's
So,
everything for me.
so can you share a story with us that shaped you to be the woman that you are today?
It's just one story. I would say my car accident was
Hmm.
very much one thing that um well it happened recently, but I believe like even if going in my faith and being a little bit more bold, this is something that really helped me because I had my car accident about or actually today made it 3 years since I had my car accident.
Hmm.
And it was a major accident. I broke my leg. It was like open fracture, so whoever knows like medical terms, you know what it means. And I had to go undergo like 8 surgeries just to kind of have my leg fixed. So it was a very long time. Like the recovery was very, very long. I only just started like driving and walking back like last year. So really,
Wow.
it's again resilience because this is what kept me
Hmm.
going. But
Hmm.
most importantly, it was my faith, like my faith in God, my faith in just trusting other people to help me. Like it was this experience really like humbled me. So
Hmm.
I'll say one, if I were to name like just one thing that kind of shaped who I am like today, being bold, wanting to like being a go-getter, it's this. Yeah.
I love that. And as Zimbabwean women, we completely understand what resilience is, right?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
If you know even what our country has been through over the last few
Hmm.
years, not the last few years, for quite some time now,
A
for
few
probably the
decades.
last decade. Yeah, the few decades really. But mostly like and I always tell people, Zimbabweans, we're so resilient. And even the stories that we know about Haitians, you guys are so resilient. And girl, you
Mhm.
make your accident, like you make my accident that I had like 2021 sound like, I fell off my bike. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a car accident as well in 2021. I walked out of it with just bruises. I had a car
Mhm.
sitting on top of my car, just bruises. And I walked out thinking it can only be God, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So even the faith part, we completely identify with that as well. So, but what I want to know is, these values and, how has your Haitian identity influenced your values, your work ethic, or even your lifestyle?
I would say, if I'm being honest, it's something that I'm still trying to. I think there's layers to it.
Mhm.
even being Haitian, before being Asian, I'm a woman. So there's layers to me understanding who I am as a woman, who I am as a daughter, who I am as a Christian. There's layers to that. And then on top of that, you're gonna add who are you as a Haitian? And if you're looking like just as you were mentioning, like Zimbabwe was going through like a couple of stuff for the last or over the last decades. Like Haiti, there's still some stuff going on. So
Mhm.
sometimes I would say, like, for me being young, for me trying to fit in, you would tend to kind of forget a little bit about who you are because, like, for a
Yeah.
couple of minutes, he will put you in the white room, like, just looking at what's going on, in the political world right now. There's
Mhm.
like a target, for on Asians. So it kind of felt like, okay, maybe if I hide that I am Haitian, if I hide,
Mhm.
this aspect of who I am, I might fit in, I might just get
Mhm.
accepted. So I think it's layered because you still have to figure out, like, little by little, how do you fit being Haitian in all those different aspects of your life, like professional world, in my business. But
Mhm.
again, resilience, all the values that I hold dear, I think they all came from how I was raised. I grew up in Haiti, so from up until I was 21, I believe, 2021, I grew up in Haiti. So I was like raised with having my family around. I was raised with, seeing my parents working very, very hard, trying
Mhm.
to be homeowners, trying to build businesses. So I think this is one thing that I kind of get from them and that I put now on my business. Cause I'm like, you know what, whatever's going on, I might be like swamped with work. I might be overly stressed. I might be anxious about everything, but I try to make sure that in everything I do, I give my 100%. So even in my
Mhm.
business, even in my school, I try to do like everything as I should because I feel like there's a weight on every single woman, but also there's a weight on every single Haitian right now. I feel like the world is looking at us. Like if I failed, we all failed. So when I
Mm.
hear stories about Haitian doing all those kind of like stupid stuff here, and I'm like, God, God have mercy, because it's like there's one thing you do, it affects every single one of us.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Exactly. Mhm.
yeah, so work ethic, seeing my parents working very, very hard. But again, all of my business is about sharing love with other
Mhm.
people. And I grew up surrounded. I am the first children and the first grandchildren of my family, the first daughter. So it was like I was surrounded with love. I was like all my family, my cousin, my aunt, my uncles, when I grew up, like all their attention was on me. So I kind
Mhm.
of try to bring that into my business. I feel like sharing, preparing like bouquet flowers,
Mhm.
it is a way for you to kind of share a little bit of love, to kind of show people how much you appreciate them, how much you love them. So I kind of bring that also into my business.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. And you mentioned sometimes feeling like you want to hide your identity and, not let people know that you're Haitian. First of all, girl, we hear that accent. You are 100% Haitian.
No,
Okay.
I'm done
You
hiding
can't
it.
hide.
It's just like I can't hide my accent. Every time everybody, when I'm talking to someone, they're like, "Where you
Where are
from?
you from? Right.
Where are you from?" And even when people know negative things about Zimbabwe, I try to find the positive things to share with them and just
Mhm.
to let them know how resilient, we are. Our people, we lose electricity, they start selling generators. We have
Yeah.
no
Mhm.
water, they start selling water tanks. So
Yeah.
resilience, we always find a way to survive, right? But with all your values and how you show love and all of that, in what other ways do you carry Haitian culture in your everyday life?
I'll say through the food. I love Asian food.
Ah,
Oh my
yes.
goodness. Our Asian lalo, it's jute leaves. Our pickles, it's like cabbage with carrots, onions. I think like through food, this is what the best way for you to describe like Haitian culture. Our music is amazing. I love compa. Like it's
Oh yeah.
yeah, I feel like this is the food and honestly like the culture, food and the music, there's the biggest thing um about being Asian. So really it's the food because like at the house we basically cook only Haitian food. So I feel like this is one thing that keeps me like grounded. Like in my everyday, I know there's gonna be like Haitian warm food waiting for me when I get home. So yeah.
Hmm. I know. What is it, legume?
Legume, yes, legume.
Oh my God. There's a
Uh-huh.
lady that I worked with at this facility, and she was like our work mom. She would at least once a month, she would make some and then she would put it in lunch boxes and bring it to us, and I would have enough to freeze up. She would make ours with crab legs. I'm like, oh my God. It was
Ooh.
so good.
Nah.
Ooh,
It
now I
was
know
so
who's gonna
good.
cook for us when I visit Indy.
Well, good thing you know Haitian woman.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So you mentioned, let's get a little bit into your business because you do make the most loveliest bouquets that I have
Thank
seen.
you. Thank
So
you.
tell us how you started your business and was it the love that influenced you to start a flower bouquet business?
Well, it's gonna depend on how much time we have. Well, so growing up in my family, whenever we had, I think this is kind of similar to African cultures. Whenever one of us is getting married, we will all gather together and figure out, okay, I know how to cook, I know how to to do like MC, I know how to dance. So everyone will kind of pitch in and then make sure that that day is the most beautiful day possible. So I kind of grew up. I wanted to be a doctor, but then I feel like this, just looking at my parents, my aunts getting together and trying to plan that wedding, I feel like this is something because I studied first I studied as a wedding planner. I'm still a
Mhm.
wedding planner. And so it was just like all the planning, all the twirls, the dress shopping, all of that kind of made me. I was like, okay, you know what? I might try to find a way to incorporate that into like I didn't even think about it as a business idea. I just wanted to do it like just for fun because it was like very much so it was a hobby for me, like planning weddings for my friends. It was definitely like I love doing it.
Yeah.
So when I eventually I left Haiti when things were starting to get like very bad insecurities with the gangs and all, I left Haiti and I moved to Dominican Republic. I just wanted something to kind of keep my mind busy. So I started my business. It was, as I told you, it was mostly wedding planning, but I would do like decorations here and there, especially at my church. For like friends, I would do like balloons, just but it was never about flowers. I
Yeah.
started with flowers when I was recovering. So I think like this is
Mm.
one thing why fl- like that flower business is so dear to me because he was my way to cope with everything else, like
With
the
your
stress.
comfort, yeah.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
my comfort zone because I couldn't do any, I couldn't move more much. I like anything I needed to do, someone had to do it for me. So I just needed something to keep my mind busy and to keep me like connected with that part of me because I feel like I was kind of losing that a little bit because I couldn't do it anymore. I just moved to a new country. I didn't know anything really, and it was like 2 years ago. So I thought, okay, you know what? Let me just start this and then see what might come out of it. But it was again never about the business. It was just like sharing love with my friends because I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't travel much. So I just wanted to do something that can mix my friends feel how much I love and appreciate them. So I started, making gift basket, making flowers here and there, and then people started to reach out. So really, right now, most of my clients are coming from like word of mouth, like people that bought from me and
Yes.
then love my bouquet and they just referred someone. So this is how it started, and this is why Wed Aesthetics exists today. I think like why I put so much into this business is it's so dear to my heart. It was a way for me to cope with everything, and just spreading love and then sharing love with
Mhm.
everyone I can.
Yeah, because on top
Oh,
of being a business owner, you also are a student.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell
Yeah.
us, what are you studying?
Okay, so right now I am in business, getting my associate in business administration.
Mhm.
I'm graduating this April. I'm so excited about this.
Yay!
And I am transferring to Kelly School for a major in finance and a minor in
Kelly
international
business.
relations.
Kelly Business School.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now,
Congratulations.
when I told you about our resilience, because even if I was, in pain, I made sure that all my grades are great. I had good grades. I have a
Mhm.
great GPA because this is my dream. You know,
Right.
go um coming from Haiti, even like for us African people, we know how much we value education. And
Mhm.
me being like the elder of my family, I wanted to kind of like pave a way for my sisters to know that
Mhm.
you might be immigrant, you might be Haitian, people might look down on you. Just know that
Mhm.
there's nothing, as long as you put God first and you put your mind into it, there's nothing that you can do. So this is kind
Oh,
of a way for me to just show them, okay, you can do it. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Straight A Kelly business. Okay.
Right.
School of business. Okay, you go, girls. So so two-part question, right? The first part
Mhm.
I'm going to make it, a fun, question. You can I feel like you'll probably talk about your friends that you've planned weddings for, right?
Mhm.
And so the first part, have you experienced bridezillas? And were they your friends?
So I would need you to explain a little bit more. What
So
does?
a bridezilla is a bride that wants what they want and they're not negotiating. They're over the top about what they want. And even if you're trying to explain to them this is how it should be, this is what they want, and they're gonna
Yeah.
get what they want when they want it as well.
Mhm.
And it's a tug of war between you're professional and then they want what they want, and you have to kind of meet them in the middle, right? So that's the first part of the question. And the actual second part of the question is, what challenges have you faced as a Haitian woman? How did you overcome those challenges with your businesses, even with school?
Mhm.
Because that's a lot, going through school, running a business, and doing all of that.
Okay. The first thing, but Zella, yes, yes.
Yes.
We do know, we do know a bride who has her mind set on, this is what I want, and you gotta make sure that I get it.
Mhm. Right.
Hmm.
The way I approach this, even if you're my friend, I look at you as you were like any
The
client.
client.
So
Mhm.
whatever you want, this is what you're getting. However, I always try to explain to them because everyone would come in, especially my clients, they will tell you that my customer service, I don't have to brag about this because they do it for me.
Top
But I
tier.
honestly,
Love
yes,
it.
no, it's top tier, top notch. Like it, I tried my best to explain to them, okay, this is what the trends are. This is what you should do. This is what it would look better. But
Mhm.
if this is what you want, then this is what we're gonna do. And eventually they will kind of like, because I think like once they see that you actually kind of have your that you understand what you're doing,
Mhm.
so I feel like they will tend more to listen and to get and to accept
Mhm.
like your advice. And it's not about forcing anything onto them. It's just having a nice conversation, and then you kind of bring it up. It's the way you approach it. This is what that will
Yeah.
let you know how um comfortable they would be into like maybe like changing or switching to something else. So that's one thing. And also what I do is, because my clients, the bride and the groom is they are my clients. Everyone else desires, wishes, whatever you wanted, it comes second.
Yeah.
So the bridesmaids, they tend to feel like, okay, this is my days. I am gonna run a little bit behind. They tend to, the makeup is not done. I'm like, you know what? If you can't walk, trust me, you're not gonna work today. So it's like everybody else don't matter as long as the
Mhm.
bride and the grooms are happy.
Mhm.
So this is how I go about it, and it's like, okay, eventually it kind of worked for me. I never had like a bride who was like set down on something that would never wanted to change it. But also you need to know how to compromise on things. Those things like
Mhm.
the colors, especially when it has like a deep like a meaning for them, you kind of know
Yeah.
how to like work around it. But yeah, so
Mhm.
the second question, any challenges that I've overcome? Huh. I would say like in school, I've learned to advocate for myself.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a big
Mhm.
one.
I've learned to fight for myself because no one was gonna do it for me.
Mhm.
And this is just a quick example. Sometimes I do ship orders for my clients, whether it's flowers or a gift basket. And I remember this the other day I shipped like a box, and because I do everything myself, because of course as long as you can save the money we'll do it. So I DIY everything, created my box, and then I shipped it. So I put the measurement myself. I
Mhm.
know how to do it. I know how to weight, the item, and I did it. Ship the item, and then like a couple of days later, UPS hit me up, and they were like, "Well, we had to adjust the fee that you paid because it seems like you had like a 20." Like 2 centimeters over there, that the weight wasn't right. And I was like, you know what? Even if it's like $1, I'm gonna fight for it. So
Yeah.
again, I replied, I said, I measured everything. This is not my first time. This is not my first rodeo. I've
Mhm.
shipped orders with you before, and I can assure you that every measurement was correct. They
Mhm.
ended up refunded me. So I feel like this is one thing I try to put into my business, into my personal life, into my school, like advocates for myself. Even like when a teacher grades my paper and I don't agree with it because I feel like I did the work, I will let you know like what did I do wrong. That way I can correct if eventually I was mistaken, but also that will let you know that I care enough to kind
Yeah.
of to fight for myself. I care enough to um speak for myself. So this is
Mhm. Mhm.
how I overcome like every challenge. This is how I look at it. It's not always easy, especially when it comes to family issues. Sometimes you have to know which battles to fight. You have to know when to give up. But
Mhm.
really, it's just about advocating for myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. So, what does empowerment mean to you? Because it seems like you're doing it every day in everything you do at work, at school, and even basically shipping your orders. You're empowered to advocate for yourself. What does empowerment mean to you, and what do you hope it can do for other people around you?
Empowerment for me would be giving a voice to other
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
I have two younger sisters. So for me, it's letting them know that, you know what, whatever is going on, you can talk about it.
Hmm.
Mental health is one thing that I am very much head on, because I feel like us being Gen Z, we came from a generation that mental health is like, if I told my mom that my mental health is not okay, she's like, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, you have a roof under your head, you have food on the table, girl, you're good. And they've told me that before when I was like a deep great depression. They've told me you don't have to worry about anything. You have food, you have a roof, you're good. And I have to understand that this they can only pour onto me whatever they got.
Yeah.
Mm.
So for me, being wanting to being generation like curse breaker, I have to understand that okay, there's works that I need to do in order for my
Hmm.
sisters and my children and my grandchildren don't feel like okay, because they have like a great situation, or
Yeah.
because everything else seems to be doing great for them, then like up here, like mentally, everything is okay. So really, it's empowerment. It's giving a voice to our fears. It's giving a voice to our anxieties. It's giving a voice to our challenges. And this is something I try to teach to like my sisters, to any my friends. I am a very like a great listener, I believe. So I try to help as much as I can. And mental health being also with Haitian coalition, with Haitian grassroots coalition of the Midwest. It's this organization. We are very like heads on, bent on mental health for
Mental health.
women, for young people. I'm actually the youth leader, so it's like really empower the young people to advocate for themselves. Just give them a voice, because when we do, they know things. They have things to say. We just have
Mhm.
to give them a platform. This is what I'm trying to do for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Weed. So, with all of that, what message do you have for young Haitian girls who are finding their voice and purpose, especially since you work with, the younger people, for the people that don't have that connection with you, they can't, reach out to you and they'll probably watch this video. What message do you have for them?
I would tell them and younger me that your voice matters,
Mm,
your feelings matters, your fears matters. Try to use them to fuel as a fuel for whatever your dreams are. There's not a dream that is like too big for you to reach. There's nothing that is too small for you to do. You can just start. The best time to start anything is today. You don't know what
Yeah.
tomorrow is gonna be about.
yeah.
I am a Christian, so for me, really, like faith is everything to me. So believe in God, believe in yourself, and really your voice matters. So this is what I would tell them.
Wow.
Oh, I
That
love
is
that.
so awesome. Thank you for joining us today. Tell us where you can be reached, your social media, your phone number, your website. Give us all the information, and then we can also tag it below this video when we post it so people can be able to reach you and be able to experience the flowers and the planning and the love that you give
Yeah.
in everything you do.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so if people can reach me, my phone number is all over social media. It's
Mhm,
317-664-2863. It's my business phone
mhm.
number. My business is Wed Aesthetics, Wed as in wedding, WED, and then aesthetics, because we're
Mhm.
all about aesthetics and elegance and
Oh,
all that. So Wed Aesthetics, it's social media, TikTok, it's Wed Aesthetics events on Instagram. It's Wed Aesthetics Events. My email is wedaesthetics@gmail.com.
mhm,
So yeah, and then my personal page, it's Lindsay. So
mhm.
LEEN and the dot underscore CEY. So yeah, reach out to me. You can share your stories. If you want tips, on starting a business, I am open to talk. So yeah, I would love
All
to connect.
right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this powerful conversation on being Haitian. We truly appreciate you sharing your story with us today, your culture, and your truth with us as well. Make sure you stay connected with us. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook at ZimLadiesRT, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Zim Ladies Roundtable, for more real conversations, empowerment, and community. This is your ZLR podcast where women come to engage, empower, and elevate.
Great.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.